We about to hit you with the recap like Aaron Judge with a bat, because we touching on facts, and plus we up in these hats. It's Knicks Real Talk, and we cut from a different cloth. We cook a Nick broth with a different sauce. We bubble like a hot pot in the kitchen. We dripping on the surface, spitting verses with these bars and b-ball. Cause no matter how far the stars, we see y'all like a telescope. You can tell it's dope by the way we unveil these news and notes. Check the box score, a top score, knocking down shots. Plus we got a lock for 48 minutes, putting on the clinic. The Cat Lieutenant, they entered the winner. The game is over. We trooping in our temples like soldiers and train the planes and Range Rover. I'm getting up and over the list. We on the BQE and we maneuvering swift. Say Tokyo, but you know we can drift. Cause the pokey be on the low, so you know our flow had to shift. We about to be out in a few. No doubt next time we see you to be on a game preview. It's Knicks Real Talk and we a vibe. We get it poppin' every day and every night. We on that Knicks shit and you know we about to vibe. So let's ride. So let's ride. It's Knicks Real Talk and we a vibe. We get it poppin' every day and every night. We on that Knicks shit and you know we about to vibe. So let's ride. So let's ride. Yo, ladies and gentlemen, what's good? What's good? What's good? We in the building. This the recap. Divine and Shot Powers. We about to get it popping for a while, man. Salute to everybody out there. About to go over the game last night, man, with the Knicks and the Toronto Raptors. Knicks pulled out a victory 112-98. So we'll get into here and talk about the box score and all the stats and everything like that and everything else involved with the Knicks, man. So we're going to get it popping. And salute to the chat. That's where it's at. We bringing my partner in crime, Shot Powers. What's good, my man?
Salute to you, Divine. Peace to the family in the chat. Let's talk about it. Let's get it.
Let's talk about it. Like my brother say, let's talk about it, ladies and gentlemen. Salute to my man, Coach. Coach was good. Johnny Davis, buzzer beater. Salute to all you guys in the building, man. What's good? What's good? Shout Powers. Knicks won a game last night. Got off that 3-game skid, man. And they got back to some winning basketball. Beat the Toronto Raptors at the Garden last night. Not the greatest game, but good enough to beat these guys where we thought they would beat them due to the fact they're not a great defensive team right now. They're playing better than they were, but they're not. But we had enough to get it popping. The Big Cat came back in a good way. Did what he had to do, doing what Big Cat doing, everything like that, man. I'm gonna interrupt myself so I can salute some more people in the chat. Queen Darlene was good. Daniel was good, man. Salute to y'all, ladies and gentlemen. Coming in real talk. And all that. But yeah, they did enough to do what they had to do to win the game last night, and they did win, which was good. Like I always say, when you get a little rest, it makes it different. But they came out there and played some ball. A couple of our big guys had it going, man. A couple of them didn't. But overall, we won the game. That's what's real important, man. It set us up for that game tomorrow against OKC. So I'm really looking forward to this thing tomorrow night. But like I said, we had a game in a barrel last night. And we came out there and won the game, man. And I was happy about that overall, that we won the game and we improved our record. So Shot Powers was just a good win overall. See some good things, see some things we still got to work on. But I seen some quality things that made me feel good about just rebounding off them 3-game losing skid the other night. But I did see some good things from some players out there last night. That's good to see.
Yeah, Divine. It just was a better play game, you know what I mean? And this was a good way to bounce back against, a depleted team right now. We needed to win. We did some things that we needed to do, and we seen some things that we were looking for. So I'm happy with the outcome. You know what I mean? And it could have been a bigger win, but we'll talk about that later.
Yeah, real talk. Salute to nostalgic. What's good? Nostalgic. What's good? Salute to you guys, ladies and gentlemen. Real talk. Yeah, man, it was good. It was over. Just fun to watch some Knicks basketball. First of all. And watch them win the game. I thought that was impressive. Like I said, winning cures all. And I think they went out there and did what they had to do last night. And I was happy to see that. So salute to them. They pretty much did their normal thing from when we get into the box score, you'll see from a number standpoint. So other than that, it was good. Jarrell was good, my man. I am Jarrell. Jarrell was popping. Salute to you, my brother, as always. Appreciate you coming in, man. I think Jarrell and them, y'all will be on in about another hour. Y'all make sure y'all hit up Queen's Court. Just kicking in about an hour from now, man. Get with Queen, Steph, and Rel, and they be on there getting it popping in about an hour.
Hey,
so make sure y'all tune in for that. Real talk. Shot Power. But like I said, it was it just was another win. Like I said, we shot better than we did the other night from the 3-point area. That was good to see. And we got back at a little bit on the defense side of the ball. I mean, we only gave up 98 points. That was good to see. Could have given it less than that, but that second unit, they always coming in blowing leads like crazy. So, you know what I'm saying? The young boy coming in, they be giving up 10, 12 points in a heartbeat. I guess why Tibbs don't put them in a rotation. I'm like, man, every time them cats play, they just got a big lead. Those boys coming in and give up about 10, 15. I'm like, quickly, too. I'm like, now we see why Tibbs keep everybody into the last minute. So, but it's all good, ladies and gentlemen. That's what they are. They young. They get it together for sure, man. But other than that, I'm glad we won the game, man. I really am, man. And we get to 20. Excuse my language and my stuttering. 25-13, 12-5 at home. We took care of home court. Hopefully that keep growing as we go on because we got a pretty good home schedule for the rest of the month. And then in the middle until about the middle of February or the first week of February, we got a pretty nice home schedule. So we definitely got to take advantage of it. And I think we started last night by beating them guys. 112-98. So overall, it just was a good game, man. Good to see them getting out there, getting it popping. Some guy played some good basketball last night for the New York Knicks. Some had a below average game, but they did enough to help the team win. Obviously, the Burn didn't really have it going from an offensive scoring standpoint. McHale didn't have it going at all from down there. We were talking about that as well. But other than that, they all went out there and played Shop Powers. And although they did a good job defensively on them guys, man. Other than that, second quarter, it was like 24, 25, 22 for the Toronto. I only had 27 in that second quarter. After that, I did from the first quarter on. I think they pretty much locked them down a little bit, man. And I was happy to see that. Anunoby was in his bag on the defense. And like I said, I can't say enough about Shammy. He was in his bag. All the guys were getting it popping, man. And we only gave up 98 points. So our defense looked a little better last night. It should help us in our net rating. And it probably could have been easier than that. I mean, worse than that because it could have been 80-something the other guys when they came in. So overall, I think our defense played enough good basketball, and they had energy. They played with some energy last night, which we was missing the other night with the energy. And you see that last night with a day's rest. They just picked up the energy last night. They got at it, and I think it showed improvement in the box score and the stats for sure.
Yeah, that second unit, it is what it is, man. We'll get into it in a little bit, but we really did what we needed to do. You know what I mean? We played stellar defense. It really was Wingstop last night. OG Anunoby played phenomenal defense against RJ Barrett. McHale, whoever he picked up, he played great defense on him last night. And not to sleep on Josh Hart. Hart plays some good defense. He is not 6'7", but boy, oh boy, he plays like he's 6'9" sometimes with some of the guys that he be guarding and stuff like that. And he goes hard. And he has quick hands, and he could get a steal, and he can knock the ball free. He gets you delusional when you start to go make a move, and he follows you all the way through the move and plays good defense on you to make you make a hard shot. So I want to salute all those guys, man. Those three guys really, really stepped up with defense yesterday. You know what I mean? And shut down a lot of the guys. Ain't nobody gonna go 1 for 50 and nothing like that. But if you make guys field goal percentage less than what it usually is, you had a good game out there. You played great defense. Shamif off the bench, man, he was phenomenal. It was like we was just talking about in the background, man. Once him and Deuce get on the court together, one thing Shamif does very well is he knows how to get over screen. He ain't like McHale when he first started with the New York Knicks about getting over screens. McHale is excellent getting over screens now. But Shamif, since he's been back, he knows exactly. He fronts you up. He pushes. If you watch how he plays some plays, he pushes the play from their position that they catch the ball backwards and makes them have to reassess which side they're going to go on him and stuff like that. Really, really good defensive kind of guy. I can't wait till we start knocking down that 3-point shot again. And get more into the rhythm and stuff like that. He's gonna be phenomenal.
Yeah, it's coming too. It will. Like I said, it takes time to get in the rhythm after you've been out for so long. But you can see his production is legit, ladies and gentlemen. And obviously we can't say enough about the big cat, the big bodega. He just that brother, his bag is extremely deep. And that first step is crazy too. I always knew Cat had game, ladies and gentlemen. I knew he had game. But he's showing me things that I didn't get to see over the year because he was in Minnesota. But we starting to see this shit on a regular basis. And he like bully ball like that. I mean, he is pounding that rock to the floor, and he going there like, I dare you to stop me, man. And I mean, he's not even getting a call he's supposed to be getting either. So you can only imagine if he was getting the call he was getting. So salute to Big Cat, man. He is definitely playing some good basketball right now. And you know, he one of them top dudes in the league, man. And he playing worth his money. That's what's impressive to me. You know, he playing for his money. I mean, the Cat putting up there 50 between rebounds and like I said, scoring. He putting up 50 numbers right there. So I'm really excited about what he doing, man. And all our guys are getting down. But I tell you, like you said, with Mikal, ladies and gentlemen, he put Grady Dick in a condom last night. So he locked that in. That brother couldn't get to shoot nothing last night. So he put that dude in a donut last night. Yo, I was like, man, Mikal Bridges. And that's what you want from your guys, man. When they're not having a good night scoring, ladies and gentlemen, when they might not be on their best offense game, do all the other things that help you win games. And that was Mikal Bridges last night. And that's the reason why he was a plus 26 last night. He had 1 steal, 3 assists, 3 rebounds. But even though his offense wasn't popping, I know y'all know I had to get that off, man. He set me up for that one, bro. Yeah, so I sorry about that. But yeah, real talk, man. Yo, salute to the chat, though. The style thing on Diaz was popular, man. Everybody, yeah, I know I had to get that off, man. I got my good humor in here sometimes. So, but real talk, that was legit for Mikal Bridges, man. He played good basketball on the defense side of the ball, man, and that's what you want to see. Like I said, you might not, and you didn't really need his offense game like that because all the other ones had to pop. Ananobi, Cat, and Josh Hart. I don't know. Are we putting Josh Hart in the All-Star game? What the fuck?
Nah, I vote for him. I voted him in every day.
I voted all of them in, but
exactly.
Yeah, ladies and gentlemen.
And 3 times on Friday.
Well, he is getting down for the Knicks, man. I mean, them extra rebound, the hustle plays, all that stuff we talk about. I think him and Shamet going hard for the Knicks, man, on that side of the ball, man. You know, they are hustling, grabbing rebounds, and trying to defend cats up. So salute to Josh Hart, man. He's really having a good season, man. And I can't wait to as this thing keep moving forward, we get a little healthier because he's paying dividends right now, man, for the New York Knicks right now. And he's worthy, whatever accolades he get individually, he's worthy of them, man, because he is going hard for us, man. He really is. So so to keep up doing what you're doing, Josh Hart. And we'll look great, go to the stats in a minute. But other than that, Sharp Howard, it was just good to see our guys go out there and perform and win the game last night and all that good stuff. So I think if you keep doing that tomorrow, I think we can go out there and have a good game tomorrow. It's going to be tough tomorrow. We'll talk about that as well. But I'm glad we won the game and lead us into that game. You know what I mean? For sure.
This was a good bounce back win and a feel good game. And I mean, and all those tokens, even as you know, they didn't shoot phenomenal. Brunson hit 1 3-point. I think that's the only 3-point he hit. Maybe 2. Maybe he hit 1 or 2 3-point. I don't even think he hit that many 3-pointers. 3-point shot is not back yet. But what I always say is over 36% from 3-point land, you win the game. And they got 36.4% last night. Just the extra 3-point shot that they took, that they knocked down, won them the game. I mean, and some guys were having horrible shooting nights, but OG was on fire. OG last night, I think he hit like 6 or 7 or 5 or 6 or something like that. He was knocking the 3-point shot down. So, you know, the other guys hit shots. Cat hit some big 3-point shots. You know what I mean? Cat is a phenomenal. You just was talking about Cat. Cat is a phenomenal player because the amount of shots that he takes and the points that he makes is phenomenal. This guy shoots 16, 17 shots, and he ends up with 30, 33 points, 34 points, 27 points. He shoots 12, 13 shots. He ends up with 28, 30 points. The guy is a field goal percentage hawk. This guy doesn't take a lot of shots, but he makes a lot of baskets, man. And the Knicks play better when he is on the court. There's no question about that. With his offense, plus with what he does with the defense, where the defender has to come out to contest him, to leave the lanes open like that, he is a phenomenal pickup. Like you said earlier, Divine, you didn't really see Cat doing all this stuff. You see him most of the games. You see him when he comes to New York and play, and he gets busy and stuff like that. But you don't really see the essence of his game, and you really didn't see it as when Minnesota picked up Gobert. But now that he is the center on the New York Knicks, this is one of the best centers that we had since Ewing. You know what I mean? Maybe I don't know who else we had. I mean, we had some okay centers, but scoring wise, plus rebound, maybe David Lee, if you want to put him in that same realm. David Lee has some good games, but not as consistent as this guy is. I don't know, Divine. Is it just me?
No, I know it is. Hey, listen, some guy got a Gucci bag. He got a Birkin bag. His bag is deep, bro. His bag is deep. For real. Some cat got a Gucci bag. He got a Birkin bag. That brother be lighting that. Yo, his skill set is phenomenal, man. I mean, you know what? And you look at his last 7 games, 30-something, 40. Only game he had 17. Everything else been 30s and 20s. I mean, he doing this to everybody. He ain't only doing it to anybody. He doing it to everybody because you are who you are, and that's why they gave him the money they gave him. You know, like I said, we didn't get to see it for the last 7 to 8 years consistently, but now you see why they gave him that money. You know what I mean? Now you see why they gave him the money they gave him. Cat legit, man, and I always knew he was, but I mean, I like that he's accepting the challenge in New York, ladies and gentlemen. That's what's so impressive to me. I mean, you know, the cat double every night. You know what I mean? And even last night, you didn't even see it was a quiet 13 rebounds, 3 steals,
Easy.
2 blocks. Yeah, 3 steals, 2 blocks, all that. We'll throw the stats in a minute, but he's definitely playing some good ball, man. And you got to salute him for that, man, because it ain't easy to come in New York under all this pressure and with the type of fan base that we have, you know what I mean, that critiques everything. So, you know, to know that he coming amongst the bright lights and he feeling some great shoes that been in his guard, like the guys in the chat saying, Patrick Ewing, knowing that you are playing a spot where Patrick Ewing played and all that. And he embracing it, though. That's what I like about it. He embraced it. Hopefully he can stay healthy with that little jumper's knee problem. But you know what? Even though, you know, he might have been, how would I say, he might not be hurt, but he was nagging. He's a nagging little injury. He still came out there represented last night. So
he got warmed up.
Yep, absolutely. So I'm definitely excited about that. And Anunoby had it going last night, like Queen Darlene said. That brother, well, you know, he bounced back real well too. And I still don't think we played a great game last night, but we played enough to beat a team that we're supposed to beat. You know, and that's what we do. You beat the team that you're supposed to beat. You know, and I think they did that last night. You're supposed to beat the Raptors. We talked about it in the pregame show. They defense is 26 in the lead. They offense is 24. So they got them 3 nice young guys down there to them building block for RJ quickly and Scotty Barnes. You know, and but I think
BBQ.
BBQ. Yeah, BBQ. For real. And they played. They tried to play, but we knew that the game was going to go the other way. And because I just thought we were more talented than they are, and we supposed to beat them. And I think that's what we did last night. You know, and we beat them by 14. I don't know what everybody else on all the fan duelers and all of whoever the betting sites and all the predictions. I know we held them to under 100 points. You know what I mean? And rightfully so, because like I said, they numbers is pretty low in the net rating department in the NBA due to the fact they had a lot of injuries, though. I mean, you know, Scotty Barnes was out for a while, quickly just got back since the beginning of the season. So they had a lot of guys out mismatching here and there. But, you know, they got talent there. But Scotty Barnes looks good. He always looks good. I mean, I'm impressed by Scotty Barnes' bag, man. I mean, this cat can knock him down from down there. Got a nice mid-range. Once he get that, I think like his midi and Mikal's midi is probably 2 of the better ones in the league right now, if you ask me. Yeah, both knocking down that midi shot real good, man. And he does it well. Scotty Barnes got the length. You know, so he did his thing last night, 18 point, you know, he shot well from the field goal area. All him quickly and RJ were the ones that shot well from the field goal area. They were almost like 50% each down there from down there. Matter of fact, quickly was even over that. You know, but we did what we had to do and we turned it up. Our defense turned it up and we won the game. So, you know, I'm glad we got the win and we're looking forward to tomorrow. Big game tomorrow. You already know what it is. Against OKC tomorrow. So you always want to go into a game like that with a win. And we did achieve that yesterday, Shot Powers, and I'm happy about it, man. So we get into the stats in a minute. But other than that, what did you feel about the game overall last night? What did you like in that joint, man? And what did you didn't like in that game last night before we get to the stats?
They played a pretty good game, you know what I mean? Could they have shot the 3-point shot better? Of course. But aside from all of that, the defense was there last night. The rebounding was there last night. I think they got out rebounded, but they rebounded the basketball when they needed to. And they got offensive rebounds when they had to. Josh Hart is phenomenal with that. They played good defense per quarter. And I mean, they didn't let the defense sway too much. Guys didn't go out for 38, 41-point quarter, stuff like that. So they did exactly what they needed to against this team. And the scoring was there. And we didn't have everybody back firing all cylinders. I mean, everybody wasn't hot, but we had selected guys that got hot. We played more bench minutes last night than we played in a lot of games prior. And I mean, so that's something to look forward to. The play from Shamuth last night, that was a really good game. I see why they kind of waited for him a little bit, because he does some of the same things that if he would have started the season with us, I believe we would have been farther down the line, because now he cuts to the basket, he runs around picks, he runs through the screens. And once he started getting to that open shot, he's going to start knocking down the open shot. I wish that we could have had him at the beginning of the year, even with Mitchell Robinson out. I wish we could, in my opinion, I wish we could have Precious and Shamuth starting the year this year. And I mean, starting the year, because they will be way much farther on in their development this season than starting 21 games out, 21 games out, and 24 or something. Shamuth just came back. Well, he's been back 4 or 5 games or something like that.
Something like that.
Yeah, you know what I mean? So you know what I mean? With them being here in the beginning of the year, it could change. Maybe could be now I'm hyperbole, but it could have changed the direction of where the team could be right now, because they would have been fitting in the rotation so way more now. And you wouldn't see Mikal and Josh Hart playing as many minutes if those two guys would have been here in the beginning. Their minutes would have been depleted. Where we talk about the consecutive minutes on the court and stuff like that, those minutes would have been depleted. They still would have been ranging around 35 points a game, the starters, 32, 33, somewhere around there, but it wouldn't have been playing 9 minutes and then you off right before the half, and then you come back right back in after the half, where you only get a 5-minute window, but you're still playing 13, 14 minutes in 16 minutes, something like that, whatever I'm trying to talk about. But I'm happy to see what they're doing, and I just ran about what I seen last night from what Precious did on the court with more minutes and what Shamuth did on the court with more minutes.
Yeah, real talk, man. Let me salute to the chat, man. On Real Talk, Nick 100 GM, on Child G, my man, what's good? Nostalgic, Jay Chosen, the one. You already know what's good, Jay. See you soon, hopefully. If you're feeling better, my man. Buzzer Beat, everybody, salute to all you guys. Lathan Just, Queen Darlene, Coach Doug Fresh, what's good, Doug? Wacko from Brooklyn, what's good? Whack, what's good, my man? Good to see you. Real talking to everybody else, man. Salute to all you guys, ladies and gents. Thank y'all for coming in tonight, man. As we talk about that game last night, it was a good game, man. Like I said, we did what we had to do, and we did it pretty efficient from the charity stripe, and we shot 47 from the floor and everything, so not bad. But like I said, we got, for one night, we got back up to league average in 3-point shooting. And I always say, man, a day off, the rest your leg, the rest your arms makes a difference. Like I said, whether you believe it or not, but when you play 4 games, 3 games, or 4 nights, that can have an effect on anybody's leg, even mine, yours, anybody, any athlete for that matter. When you wake up tonight, you play again, you go again, you play again, you play again. It's your muscles, it's your muscles. But I'm glad that they found a way to get a night off and recoup a little bit. I think the field goal, the 3-point percentage shot power would have been a little better. But I just think because of Mikal Bridges' off night from down there, he literally shot 2 for 11 from down there. So that's why I think even if he would have shot probably, let's say 5 for whatever, then you probably would have
4 for 11. 4 for 11.
4 for 11 would have been at our 38, 39. And that's that. And I'm glad that they did, because the other guy stepped up. Ananobi did the damn thing last night, man. Let me put that the stat board up the way to get into that right quick and talk about the numbers, and then we continue keeping it moving. Yeah, shout out last night. Ananobi played a real all solid, good around game last night. Ladies and gentlemen, let's talk about the box score. Let's talk about it real quick. If you look at the score from last night, 98 to 112. We didn't get our average for the season. We were at around 117 before we went in the 3-point little slump, whatever. But anyway, from just from a number standpoint, by quarter, Knicks scored 28 in the first quarter. They scored 24. That's like me and Shower Power always talk about, 25 points a quarter, 26. They keep you no higher than 104. We both scored 27 at the highest quarter they had in the second quarter. In the third quarter, they only got 25. We had 31. Then that last quarter, we needed most. We had been worse than that. But like I said, when that bench come in, they just give up mad points, man. I see why Tiz don't play them dudes a lot, man. Them dudes, soon as they get on that court, even though you got a 20-point lead, you can't blink when they put that second unit in there. Because next thing you know, it's down to 12. I'm like, come on, y'all. So, but I get it though. That's they young. They got to learn how to play defense. But that's why they don't get that burn like people expected them to get, because they just ain't ready to go hard like that. Especially if you giving them up to the scrubs on the other team. So you giving them up to scrubs on the other team. Man, if you're trying to play against the bigger dude, I mean the guys who got more skilled and rotation players and they rotation players, and they, but it happens. But they I'm glad that they got a chance to play though. That's the main thing, Jake. I'm always glad to see Jacob Toppin, man. I don't know what to say. He's one of them guys where I root for. I don't know how long he's gonna be able to sustain being on that bench, but I'm glad that he gets a little burn every now and then. But other than that, if you look at the individual numbers, Mikal, 36 minutes, 4 for 18 from downtown, 2 from 11 from downtown. He didn't get to the free throw line, which is newly want to see him do that a little more. But he did have 3 rebounds, 3 assists, 1 steal. He was a plus 26. He had the highest plus minus on the team. The reason why, ladies and gentlemen, because Grady Dick only had 6 points or something last night, I guess. He made it hard for that dude. And Anunoby, to me, had probably him and Cat probably had the best games of the night, man. 38 minutes, 8 for 13, 4 from 6 for downtown. He missed 1 free throw, 2 rebounds, 2 steals, a block, plus 24, 27 minutes. Call every town doing what Call every town do. The numbers, the minute numbers always stay down around that side. 34 minutes, 9 for 14 shot, 3 from 3 from downtown, 6 for 6 for the chatted stripe, 13 rebound, 9 defense, 4 offense, 2 assists, 3 steals, 2 blocks. I mean, insane. That was insane.
And a partridge in a pear tree.
Facts. He had 27 points. Like I said, much as I like Portal, Jacob Portal, but he really made it. He let him know that you're not in this echelon right now. The way I get things, my pay grade, your pay grade is nice, but mine is a little higher, and that's why I do what I do. Jalen Brunson, 35 minutes, 5 for 13, 1 for 4, 2 for 4 from the chatty stripe. 6 rebounds. That was good to see that, man. Though we didn't need to shoot like that last night, but he grabbed 6 rebounds. I see one when he grabbed a rebound and put it back up there. I'm like, man, you trying to play a forward spot or something in New York? So that was good to see, man, when he did that. He had 7 assists, ladies and gentlemen, 1 steal, plus 20. And the reason why he got a plus like that, because literally Toronto Raptors outfit just wasn't there, but other than the big 3 they have, BBQ, like you say. Josh Hart had a phenomenal game to me, though. He gets the rebounds when you need it to spark the team or to get them going. He does something that makes that team turn on another switch. You know what I mean? And last night he did it: 38, 9 for 14, 2 for 5, 1 for 2 from the chatty stripe, 11 rebounds, 7 assists. And it's always good to see when Josh Hart got it popping, man, because he goes hard every night, ladies and gentlemen, and he comes to play. Achua had 15 minutes, he did good from the field goal area, 4 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 block, -2. But I take what I seen him doing out there, throwing down a couple of thunder dunks like he always does. And the main guy, other that campaign with a +9, he didn't even score, ladies and gentlemen. He didn't have he had 2 assists. But like I said, his defense on the was pretty good last night. 1 steal, 2 assists, +9, no points. Shaman, I thought, even though he was -4, I think he had one of the better games last night as well. 50% from the floor, 4 for 8. He haven't hit the 3-point shot, but he will eventually, because I know that his career numbers is pretty much 38 from downtown. So it's all about getting in the rhythm, coming off that injury. But he also contributed with 2 rebounds, 1 assist. And he was playing some good defense. His defense right now, his defense is probably one of the better ones on the team right now, and I hope he keep it up and everything like that. Other than that, Matt Ryan got in for a minute. Jacob Toppin got in for a minute. Sims got in for a minute, and that's that, man. I don't know what to say about Sims. I think that shit might be selling pretty soon. If you ask me, ladies and gentlemen. But other than that, man, they went to play last night, and if you look at real quick, like I said, I always want to talk about starters, guys, because I think they came here and did what they had to do last night as well. Most of them came and played last night. Shaw Powell, if you look at these guys' numbers last night, Jalen Brunson, 13, 6 assists, 7 rebounds. Carl Anthony Towns, 27 points, 2 assists, 13 rebounds. Josh Hart, 21 points, 7 assists, 11 rebounds. Anunoby, 27, no assists, 2 rebounds. and Mikal Bridges on the offensive side of the ball had an off night, 10-3-3. But overall, 98 points from the starting unit again, almost 100 like they always do. The good thing about it, like we always say, on any given night, either two of them guys are going to get you 20. But last night, 3 of them got you 20. Rightfully so against that team. Like I said, their defense is 26 in the association, so that's what they're supposed to do against guys like that team last night. But they did what they do. That they've been doing what they've been doing all year. Any given night, 2 guys can go out there and get you away. It might be Brunson tomorrow night, or it might be Mikal tomorrow night. Instead of Cat and my man tonight, it might be Brunson and Mikal. Hopefully against Oklahoma City tomorrow. So it's good to see that on any given night these guys can go out there and put numbers on the board no matter which one it is. And I'm hoping that's not just the Toronto thing with Anunoby. So now like you said, we played them 82 games. So lucky. But real talk though, but they came to play, man. They played enough to win the game. Did they play a good game? No, they didn't. Did they play enough to win the game? Yes, they did. And that's really all that matters. It's all about the W's and the L's. And right now that was a W, put us to 25-13. You beat the team that you're supposed to beat, and when you beat them the way you're supposed to beat them, that tells me something right there. So when you go up against teams that's either equal to you or close to you, you're going to have tighter games. But all the teams that they're supposed to beat, they're not just beating them by 1 or 2 points. They beating the way they're supposed to beat them. I'm happy about that. You know what I mean? So tomorrow night, obviously that game can go either way, and I'm really excited about it tomorrow. But what's your thoughts on the box score last night, and what did you see and what did you like that you did not like when you see?
Divine, it was a really good game. You know what I mean? If it was a scale of A to F, you know what I mean? They definitely played a B+ game yesterday. You know what I mean? Or a solid B. They hit their spots. They played great defense. They took field goal percentage was pretty good, 47%. Their 3-point percentage was pretty good, 36%. They rebounding. I think they got out rebounded last night. I don't know why I think that, but I think I seen that 36-40.
No, we out rebounded them 43-33.
43-33. All right, so I seen those numbers, something similar. Okay, so we hit all our marks. Mm-hmm. We did all the things we controlled the pace when we needed to. We slowed down the pace when we wanted to. Mm-hmm. We hit all the marks. You know what I mean? The biggest thing about that game is we didn't hit if Mikal would have shot, like I was being nice with saying 4-11, but imagine if he'd have shot 6-4-11.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Imagine if he'd have shot 6-4-11, because I believe he could do it. That's how Dante was shooting last year, 6-4-11. You know what I mean? He was shooting the shot, and he was making baskets. So I could see Mikal already then had a 6-8 game or something like that. Some big number 3-point shots. So I see it coming. I mean, and another thing, like we was talking in the background, and maybe it's just me talking and how we was talking about it. But one game Mikal will be on, and then OG will be off, but the defense still stays steady. OG will be on, and Mikal will be off, but the defense still stays steady. And I'm happy about that. That's what I'm happy about. If you can have different, and we always said this all year, that we have different players that implement into the scoring and stuff that in our starting unit. One game we just seen, all the guys almost get 20 points. Tonight we needed 27, 27, and 21 from 3 of our big guys in the starting unit.
Yep,
perfect setup.
Yeah, absolutely. Especially with the December he had. He was on fire in December, bro. He was cooking with fish grease and everything. He was doing it, Mikal. So, but like I said, it's the NBA, ladies and gentlemen. Everybody go through peaks and valleys. He started with a valley. He hit a peak. Now, for at least this game, the last couple of days, he hit a valley. But I think a couple of games ago, he was doing the thing. But like even Anunoby, you think about the last couple of games prior to last night, Anunoby had a couple of quite a few valley games. Right. At one time, he was at the peak of this shit. He was doing the damn thing at the beginning of the year. So these guys go through that. They not KD. They not these guys who do this on a regular on over their eyeballs. Certain tier players in the NBA. And it's certain guys who tier 1, there's guys who tier 2, there's guys who tier 3. You know what I mean? So I think Cat right now I can say out of everybody the one doing that at tier 1 level. I think everybody else had a second tier, like Brunson, even though we know his numbers is good this year. Brunson averaging 25 and 7, something like that. His field goal numbers is legit, 40 something from high 40 from the floor, high 40 from downtown. So these guys is all doing well on the offensive side of the ball, but every night they not, you don't need them. And I think Mikal, we didn't need him last night, though we wish we would have had him score more. But let's hope that changes on tomorrow night. He might come out tomorrow and have a 30-point game tomorrow. You never know.
Right.
He might come out tomorrow and be the one that he might be the one had a game tomorrow, and I know he might not be the one that don't have a game tomorrow. That's the beautiful thing about this team. So sometime when one ain't got the other got it, you got 4 guys who can get you. Then there's 20 points every night. You even starting to throw Josh Hart into the equation. So it's pretty good to see that we got guys who can go in there and pick each other up. You know what I mean? If one ain't got the other got it. I think that's only made for a dangerous team. You know what I mean? Because you got some teams in the lead shot powers who got three guys, or and if one of the 2 of them guys don't got it that night, they got to rely on one. That they really got to rely on their defense and their bench and all that. So I'm hoping for us is when our bench get more healthier, when Deuce get back, I can imagine Deuce and Shaman on the ball defending against somebody, and they both could knock down 3-point shots. I'm kind of seeing, what I thought it could be when these guys got healthy. And obviously the Deuce McBride hamstring thing is scaring me a little bit. Because hamstrings always have a funny way of lingering sometimes. But hopefully he can get back. If not to the next day against Sunday 3:00 against the Milwaukee Bucks. We know what, get back whenever he get back. Let's put it like that. We want to make sure he don't come back too early and re-aggravate the thing. But whenever he get back, I'm excited to see him and Shaman and Campaign get down together a little bit. You know what I mean? Because I know the on-ball defense is going to be legit. I can say that. They on-ball defense to be legit. I mean, Shaman and Deuce McBride to pick up they could pick up cats from 98-foot. Campaign. And then, with Achua back there lingering in the backcourt and the backfield every now and then, blocking shots like he did last night. That's just made for a sight defense unit. If they can keep it on a consistent basis, then pick the offense up, then I think we'd be okay, man. But I like what I seen from them guys last night, especially Shaman from the defense side of the ball.
Yeah, they all stepped up, man. Realistically, they kept this team at 80. When everybody actually left out of the game, I think it was 81, 82 points. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So they did exactly what they needed to do. They put pressure on them. They applied the defense on them. They took the ball to the hole. They played bully ball, driving and hitting mid-range shots, and they knocked down some 3-point shots. You know what I mean? To make them, win the game. You know what I mean? I'm not sure of their steals, but I know they had a lot of. I'm not sure how many fast breaks they had, but they had a lot of steals last night. So that includes when you get a steal, that's a fast break. So Cat had one. Cat had 2, 1 or 2. OG had 1 or 2, but Cal had 1. And so those equate to points. You get to the line, you knock down your free throw shots. I think they needed this game to get themselves back on cue, and I think the 3-point shot will come. I don't think that this team is going to go down the rest of this season shooting the way they shooting, especially the way they were shooting early in the season when they wasn't this good, if that makes sense. When they didn't have they didn't have the cohesion the way they have it now. I don't think that they'll stay like this for the duration.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. You know what's interesting? Just to piggyback the check out, they had 9 steals last night.
Right.
Bridges 1, Anunoby 2, Towns 3, Brunson
3.
1.
Wow.
Yeah, 3. Yeah. Josh Hart 1 and Campaign 1. So and that's a high turnover team too. They like around 16 turnovers a game, and it damn sure showed last night because they was getting their lunch money pickpocket last night. But that's a sign of a team who trying to get it back together. After having multiple injuries all around the place. So the Knicks did what they had to do, and they won the game. And that's all that matters, is that you win the game. And even when you're not playing top-notch basketball, they played enough, though, to get the win last night. So, but it's all about tomorrow, man. So, you beat the team that you're supposed to beat. That's what you're supposed to do, and we did. Ain't no other thing to say about that. And they shot 50% from the floor. They shot better. Their numbers were better than ours. From the field and from the area, they're 49-4, 38.5 from downtown. but I think our percentage from a defense standpoint to me was better than theirs. I think they turnovers was like crazy. So, and I think that reared its ugly head for them. But now that the game is behind us, I'm just looking forward to tomorrow, man. Tomorrow is what it's all about. You know what I mean? The big payback. You know what I mean? We got to get it popping tomorrow. And guys coming off that tough game against Cleveland Cavaliers, and Cleveland looking scary legit. You know, they are looking scary legit. Cleveland, you know what I mean? But Cleveland did what they supposed to do, beat them boys at home, and that's what they do. So let's hope that we can go out there and give them a home loss as well. Give them away from a home loss tomorrow. I think they need to come out there and really play hard tomorrow, man. I can't wait. I'm excited about the pregame tomorrow because I just know we just played them a week ago, and we gave them how would I say 34 minutes of good basketball, and the last 14 minutes wasn't so good. So we can find a way to stay consistent for 48 minutes tomorrow. Of course, we got a chance to beat them. That game was pretty much a tale of two halves against Oklahoma City the other day. We put up 66 points in the first half, and in the second half, we only put up 40-something. They defense locked in the second half, and they show why they are who they are. But I was telling Sean Powell again, I wasn't mad at all because I see what I want to see in the first half. Even if they lose this game in OKC, which they are dynamic at home, what I see in the first half let me know that if you do that for 48 minutes, you're probably tough to beat. And that's what I was excited about that game is that they played for 40. They didn't play 48 minutes. They only played 34 minutes. And salute to OKC because they got a monster squad down there, man. That's why they are who they are. That's why they are where they at. Coach got them boys playing good down there. They got a deep squad, and they showed improvement. And so tomorrow we just got to get that game back. And I think we come out there tomorrow and play hard, Shot Powell. I'm really looking forward to it. This is going to be one of the games that, we got circled on the calendar, from last week. So, and I'm glad we got a win against these guys, which we supposed to beat them anyway, to get ready for tomorrow. So I think it was a good one. I think we come out there and all to play. And them guys going to be playing hungry too because I think they lost that game in Cleveland, and they're going to be hungry for a win. And that squad is deep. But like I said, I feel if dudes come back tomorrow, I feel better about our chances. And if we don't, obviously, when you got a guy like him who plays important minutes for you, important minutes, and none of them other guys can do what he do other than Shamet and Campbell. Kolek them can't do what Deuce McBride do on the defense side of the ball. Kolek can knock down a shot from out there like Deuce probably can, and he can facilitate and do all the point guard thing. But the defense side of the ball, he ain't nowhere near that. You know what I mean? So I think we missed that in the game against the last three games we lost. Without Deuce activity and all that, being able to put pressure on the ball, get the little long arms in the passing lanes and to disrupt somebody's passes here and there, slow down them guys on the clock, whatever they may be, the little things like that you miss from guys like Deuce McBride, because who's doing it right now at a high level is Shamet, and that's normally him and Anunoby them good at that, and Mikal Bridges. They know how to slow down and, make these guys do the 24-second clock down into the end of it because they always put their hands in passing lanes. They always making sure they're trying to get their hand on the ball, disrupting the offense. So, the little things like that, you miss not having Deuce here and all that. Just like, when we wasn't rebounding well, the little things that Pressure Chua did that don't show up in a box score. You missed them little things, them little things like that makes a difference in the way your team can win and lose the ball game. And, early in the year, when we couldn't rebound like we wanted to because we didn't had all the rebounding. Pressure Chua came back off the injury list, and the rebounding got better, defense got better, and but the only caveat to that, Deuce McBride goes down. Now like you get one back, one come in, you get Shaman back. Now Deuce McBride is out. That's why I can't wait till these guys play all together. Shot Powers. I just want to see this team play together for a couple of games healthy. Then we can make the determination of what they need to do, how good they're going to be. But I do want to see guys play the 9 guys that I think can make a difference all on the court at the same time, running at the same speed and doing the same things. And if they can do, you never know. But I do think that these guys, to be able to tread water and be at 25 and 13, then they're 40 games in the season. We almost at the halfway point against Detroit on Tuesday. We get the second quarter of the season review when we get on all that stuff too. But I'm still happy where we at despite the 3-game losing streak. And a little bit of injuries here and there.
Yeah, we're starting to get together. You know what I mean? Second unit still has to play 5 full games together. Payne, Champagne, Precious and Deuce. They haven't played 5 games together on the court yet. You know what I mean? So that needs to be worked out, and hopefully Deuce can probably come back tomorrow and give us a little bit of help in the second unit with his 3-point shot. Like I said, this game, the second unit played pretty well aside from the plus minus. I mean, they played pretty well. Payne didn't get no buckets, but had almost a double, and Shaman had 8 points, I think. I think he had like 6, 8, 8 points, right? So I mean, that's big, man. You know what I mean? With no 3-point shots, all his shots was a field goal. I think he had a field goal. He went to the free throw line, and every other basket was a dive to the basket or a jump shot. So I'm happy with that. You know what I mean? And it will get better once we get Deuce back out there too, so they can be on the court together. Deuce, Payne, and Sham. That's going to be a nice little 3-headed monster of defensive presence. They are a little smaller, but they're big and hard. I mean, they're a little stronger, but they're big and hard. They know how to play their position, and they can all knock down shots. You know what I mean? And, I seen a picture of Mitchell Robinson today. He looked like he was smoking crack. Nah, I'm just joking. I'm just joking, Mitch. I'm just joking. He was all skinny. I was like, oh, what that Mitch? I was like, whoa. He lost like about 20, 30 pounds. He looked real. He looked slim. You know, so that sounds good for him coming back. All that weight off his ankles and stuff like that. Maybe make him a little lighter. Hopefully we can get him for the duration of the season and stuff like that. But that gives me optimism in the second unit. I mean, that makes me think that the Knicks may not make a trade right now. I mean, I seen a picture of Mitch. Mitch looked like he was like, I was like, hey, that flex. I don't know. I ain't see his arms and all. He probably still got the flex, but it's definitely down some muscle tone. I mean, so I'm waiting to see that. That means he's more athletic. And I mean, they're talking about he's doing light work or anything, but he's not sprinting yet. So the next thing, hopefully by the end of this week, beginning of next week, he'd be sprinting. I mean, then he's really. Then he got to go through the thing of sprinting for probably 2 or 3 days till he gets to a certain number that he got to get past. And then he'll go start doing the 1-on-1s, the 2-on-1s, the 3-on-1, and then we'll hopefully we'll have him back towards the end of this month. And that's just going to make us a better team with him coming back now. With the caveat is that by then, if all the 4 guys that we talked about are already playing, then they'll play 5, 6 games, 7 games together. Then now they got to implement Mitch into that second unit. And that means now he got to get acclimated to the second unit. He knows the schemes. He knows what Tom Thibodeau wants, but he really only played on that team that he really played with is Deuce. He played a little bit with Precious last year, but how much minutes did he play with Precious last year? Not much. Mitch was pretty much hurt. They maybe played in the playoffs together, but I don't think they were on the court. I don't remember seeing Precious and maybe they might have been, maybe because I'm not, but they haven't had many minutes on the court together. So to him, this is going to be a brand new second unit. So we'll see what happens and how it works out and stuff like that. I'm optimistic, and I think tomorrow's game is going to be electrifying.
Yeah. What's up, Jay? What's good, my man?
Jay, what it do?
Chilling. I'm about to call my man and tell him that Mitch is on crack. Hold on 1 second.
To the chat,
you want to make a bundle of money? Want to make a
right. Let me slide the chat real quick.
Hey, if it works, Right. Anyway.
Yeah, real talk. Salute to the chat, y'all. Real talk. Doug, Reg, Nick 100. Andad Rail was good, my man. Salute to everybody in the building. Because I know E Gibb was good. E Gibb, you're not kidding about that Atkinson thing right now. Him and Jamal Mosley pretty much locked. Then they got a lock for the coach of the year. AP, I forgot to shout you. I was good. AP and everybody, man. Salute to everybody in the chat. Real talk, man. Appreciate y'all coming in. Jay Chosen, man, give me your thoughts on that game last night, man. What do you think about that game? What did you see? What you didn't like? What did you like last night?
It's hard to say what I didn't like. I mean, I can tell you what I didn't like, but I really don't want to be negative because the whole for three games, the sky was falling. So I'm gonna tell you what I liked. How's that? I'm gonna say I'm just positive. Because whatever I didn't like, I'm sure they didn't like. and they're
Right.
going to work on that, right?
Facts.
So just like they did for those 3 games. So what I liked was I won a lot of money because of Cat and because of Hart and OG in my lineup. I think that they played cohesive. I like the way Shamit really came alive, like we were talking about, seeing the bench. There's only a couple people on the bench right now that I like that the fact that the bench played, period, and some of the bench played, right, and that Shamit was a big part of that, and what people fail to realize is that Shamit, uh, when I can't remember who went down, but Shamit played a big role for quite some time. Was that Phoenix? And
Yeah,
where? Yeah,
okay.
Phoenix, right?
Yeah, Pride of
Yeah.
yeah, absolutely. Yep.
And he played well, and he's the type of guy who's got a high IQ for the court. He sees the court very well. He's got a big ass head, so he sees it really, really great. He played all around well, man. He got good. He got more than that 5 that we're told. We got that 8 points. Now that lowers the math for the other people. That's how we got to do it. I would like to see people like Precious. I would, I'm not doing negative. So Shaman had a great game. Shaman to me had one of his, if not best games of the year, just by the way he stuck to his man, the way whoever he was lined up with, the way he played with the team. The team was cohesive in passing, right? I thought the slashing was good last night. I thought the defense was impeccable to me. To be honest, it was it was refreshing to see us. Because remember we were talking, once something closer, something because of
Mm-hmm.
the losses we had and how Barrett and Quickly and Barnes and these folks are athletic and whatever, and we put the brakes on that. We put the brakes right on that, and we put our mitts right on them, punch them in the mouth, and that's who we are. We're New York Knicks. Punch you in the mouth, New York Knicks. So Cat had, and I think you said this, a very quiet 13 rebounds. He had 3 steals, I believe 2 blocks. I think somebody said that in the comments as well.
Mm-hmm.
And we played a pretty even kill game. The captain played. I for some reason, but this is before I knew Cat was playing. I thought Brunson was going to go for a lot more, but when you look at the team, the way they played together, you don't need 40 points out of Brunson when you have 20, 20, 25, 25, 25. It's the same thing for the however you get to 100 is the same way as however you get to 20 to 25 from the bench. That's it for me. It's simple mathematics.
Real talk.
Look, man, we have a great team. I as far as Mitch goes, really quick, I know you didn't ask that question. You asked about the game. I'm zoned in on what we have. What we have. So what we're working with right now, I want the games to look like that. If we continue to play ball that way, the word I was thinking of last night, unselfish. Seemed like a very unselfish game.
Yep. Absolutely.
No one really definitely no. I hate to say this because Carmelo played some really intense games for us, but there was no selfish basketball. You know what I'm saying? And that's a winning recipe. God forbid. I'm gonna say something that I never said. God forbid SGA goes down. That team is deep.
You don't want that?
I don't want that. I'm gonna tell you something right now. Other people may like that. I want to always see a team at full strength, and I never want to see anybody get hurt.
Facts. Yeah,
right?
You're right.
What Embiid did to Mitch was criminal to me. But I'm not into that type of stuff. I want to see people play well. I don't want to see anybody get hurt. Even if I despise who they are or I hate the team, it's not about that. But my point was going to be this. When Hartenstein said the difference was, I just get out of the way, SGA goes up. God forbid he gets out of the thing. They have a deep team, but he is definitely the nucleus of that team.
Oh, yeah.
If you tell me right now that, knock on wood, one of our guys has to, sit for a couple of games and we can still get the ball rolling, I'm telling you, we have a type of team that already got 40 points
right.
before January 1st.
Mm-hmm.
See where I'm going with this? So I'm just happy. I'm just happy about our team. And if everybody thinks that we're not in the same league as OKC or whatever, go watch that first 3 quarters of that game, the last game. We're in the same league as any good team. We're still the third, right? Still the third highest offense in the league.
Yep, facts.
All right. What's our defense ranking right now?
Probably after tomorrow, probably go back up to 13. It was 14 as of the before the game started last night. But like I said, because of what they did last night, they might inch up a little bit.
All right, maybe. So 13. So we're close to 10. And what were we saying? 3 and 10?
Mm-hmm.
My dream is 3 and 5 and 3 and 3, but
they get there.
3 and 10 is still a recipe for at least the conference finals.
Yep.
If not the championship.
Yeah, real talk. Let me answer. Hey, Queen Darlene. Am I worried about JB? Not at all right now. But one, Queen, because his body of work, and I think because when you got guys like on a night with maybe 2 or 3 of them knocking down 27 points, you really don't need that option from JB. You know what I mean? I think you need to just. I think he did what he's supposed to do last night. Queen. His numbers was, 13, 7, and 6 with 1 steal. He was a plus 20. I think when you got guys like Anunoby having a good night, Towns and Josh Hart having a good night, I don't know if you really necessarily need his score. If that's what you mean, we worry about it from an offense standpoint, Darlene. I'm not sure if you're talking about, are we worried about his offense, his game? But his number for the year is phenomenal. 25, 7 and something. He's shooting high 40s from the field goal area. He's shooting high numbers from the 3-point area as well. I just think that it sometimes, because now we're so talented, that it don't look like he having good nights because of Cat here. And Mikal had it going. So it don't seem like he having some nights don't look like he even having good nights where he is. Because Cat might be having a good night as well. Shot Powers, that it don't look like Jalen Brunson getting down. But I'm not worried about him. His numbers don't lie. His numbers and what he done did for us since he's been here. Since he got here, we done been to the second round twice. Could have went further, went for injuries. Yeah, I'm not concerned about him, Darlene. If that makes any sense to you, I just think that game by game, anybody on the Knicks team would give it to you. And last night we didn't need to score. Last night we had 3 dudes score. They had 68 points between 3 guys, something like that, maybe more than that, 70-something, 27, 54. 75 points between 3 guys last night. You know what I mean? And so I guess him and Mikal said we better take the night off because the other guys got it going. Shot Powell, and I think that's. But just to answer a question, I'm not too concerned, Queen. Shot Powell.
Yeah, I'm not worried about what Brunson does because even in the game where he was getting quadruple team, they put big defenders on him. He still got to the basket. He still made some shots, and his assist still was up. And if I'm not mistaken, I think he had 5 rebounds last night. That's great. You know what I mean? When one thing ain't working and one thing ain't clicking, pick up on something else. I think he might have had more than 5, but I think I at least seen him get 4 to 5 rebounds last night. That's big for Jalen Brunson. That's big. You know what I mean? And he had about 6, 7 assists with 10, 11 points. That's big numbers right there. You know what I mean? From anybody. You know what I mean? And you include what he put out on the court to what everybody else did on the court, and he had effects on the game with him being on the court. You know, I don't want to say I'm worried, but I'm not used to seeing Jalen Brunson shooting so less 3-point shots. I'm used to seeing him shoot about 5 to 7 3-point shots, and now he's relegating himself to 1, 2, 3 3-point shots. So if there was a worry, I'm worried about why he's not taking those shots like that. But I see some reason why, because of the way the defense is playing a little different now. They really work hard to get the ball out of his hand. But now they figure it out that maybe sometimes you got to let him drive before you put the double team on him, because if we go jump out on him early, then he's going to pass it to Josh Hart. And Josh Hart is going to do a fake drive and pass it off the Cat, or pass it over Anunoby, or give Bridges a shot in the right hand corner over there to knock down a 3-point shot. So it's just a tick for attack, or however you want to say it. I'm not worried about Jalen Brunson. I think when we need him, he will come through. He is the captain of this team.
Yep, yeah. I want to point out. So let's get to the but this is the point. Why always y'all got to hear me say this every time we come on the stream every night. It doesn't matter what you do night in, night out. You win or lose the game, because it all depends how you playing that night, the matchups. Here's a prime example why I'm saying this. Now I need everybody to check me out on this here, because this is important. Ladies and gentlemen, the Magic just beat us, right? They are losing by 20 points to the Timberwolves in Orlando. They beat us, but we beat the Timberwolves by damn near 30. You understand what I'm saying, Shot Powers? With like you can't take this stuff like because we played this team too tight or we didn't play well. It doesn't matter. It's about the wins and losses. Because right now the Timberwolves are literally beating the Cats by 18. Ladies and gentlemen, even though I know they probably win the game, the Toronto Raptors is beating the Cleveland Cavaliers by 1 point right now in the fourth quarter. And even though Cleveland probably win the game, and they beating Cleveland by 1, it all depends on how the night go. You know what I mean? It really does. And Toronto coming off a back-to-back just like Cleveland is. But we beat Toronto last night, and they didn't even score 100. But tonight they got 115. So I say all that to say that on any given night, it all depends how the ball bounces. It doesn't necessarily mean, Jay Choden, Shop Howard, that because your team didn't perform a certain way that night, like that's who your team is. Literally, that's not the case. You know what I mean? Because like I said, the Timberwolves is beating these Cats by damn near 18 in Orlando, and Orlando just beat us. And so y'all got to hear me say this every night almost for the whole season, and he probably year before. You can't judge this stuff by a game, every game, like you think your team is this because they did this. You got to look at the body of work overall. The New York Knicks is a 47-win team and a 50-win team last year. That's their body of work. You know what I mean? And they're going to be the same way this year. So regardless of who they might play good or they might not play good, at the end of the year, they was good enough to be the number 2 seed, and the year before 3 or 4, whatever. And they still got a chance this year to be the number 2 seed. You know what I mean, Jay Choden? So I think we got to always make sure that, when you use all the variables, like we always say when you're trying to break this thing down, how good a team is, how good a team is not. Because on any given night, if you don't bring your A game, somebody can whip your butt. And, and I think that I just want to, let you see these scores out here. Because it can go that way. It all depends what you got going on, and I think tonight for the Madden they just don't have it tonight. You know what I mean? That don't make them a sorry team. They just ain't got it tonight. Timberwolves giving it to them by 21. They just don't have it tonight. Same thing go for Detroit. Detroit been playing good basketball, ladies and gentlemen, but tonight Steph Curry and them who haven't been playing well got them by 14 right now. It happens, and so we just hope tomorrow that we have a night where we shine tomorrow, because any given night you don't play your game, you can get your butt whipped, and that's just the way the NBA goes, and I'm fine with that because that's what it's all about. It's about. That's why you always hear coaches say game by game. You know what I mean? Because you never know. But anyway, I'm hoping that the Magic. I hope Thunder get and win that game. It ain't even over yet, ladies and gentlemen. But I don't think the Magic offense that good to come back on the Thunder. On the Timberwolves, but they can. They down 18. And like I said, I think Cleveland wound up win that game, but they're in a dogfight against a team who we just beat by 12. So any given night, it all depends how it goes. Jay Chosen.
That's right. And look, I feel like I repeat myself, Mr. NBA, the chosen few, not to use the word chosen, which I love to use, make it to the NBA. Right? Only a handful of those people are stars, and a tiny bit of people are superstars.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so you're going to go through ebbs and flows. It's like chess. It's like life, right? Some of these teams are playing checkers, and they're just going to get the king, and they're just trying to navigate. But a good team play chess. They play chess hard. They know how to play. On any given night, one of these teams they're going to lose, and just like we did, right? We should have won at least 2 of those games we lost. It happens. So, to me, completely honestly, there's no unbeatable team in this league. As good as OKC is playing, they're not that 96 Bull team. They're not that. To me, they're not that Golden State 73. They're not that team. They're good. They're damn good. I don't want to take nothing away from them. I don't want to sound like whatever. I'm giving props where props are due. But please remember, we haven't had a team like this. If you're from a certain age, you've never seen even a team close to this. And if you are of a certain age, you got to really think hard. Have you ever seen a starting 5 like this? So enjoy what we have and know that we are capable of beating any team in this league. We took Denver by 30. Denver is a repeating champion with one of the best centers, one of the most skilled centers in the league that I've seen in years, right? We took it to Minnesota. They were number 1. We took our foot off the gas in that OKC game, but we were up by 12 at half. So we could take all that. And that first couple games, we were gelling. So, look, I agree with you, Devon. Any given night, anything could happen. But this team right here, we get healthier, we stay healthy. That's the key to our success. Get healthy as we get fully healthy, stay healthy, and I don't know. Sky's the limit for me. Sky's the limit.
Yeah,
that's how I look at it.
Yeah, real talk. I agree with you 100%. Shout Powers around house. Boy, we're going to get out of here. Maybe everybody can get on down to holler at the Queen. She just kicking it on as well. So, we going to get out of here in a few. We got to be going to be here tomorrow, ladies and gentlemen, because another good game for the Knicks, another big game for the Knicks from a talent standpoint. This team just beat us the other night. Shout Powers, and we got to go in there tomorrow and MSG and try to get it pop and try to win this game. I'm really looking forward to it, man. It should be a fun game, but, we just got to go in there and do what we got to do. So, and let's see how it goes tomorrow, man. But give me your final thoughts on the night, man. We get up out of here.
Yeah, good game for the Knicks. We hit some good marks tonight. There's always room for improvement. I'm happy that we got the win going into this game, and hopefully that can trigger another 6, 7, 8 game winning streak against all these teams that we're about to go up against. Salute to you, Jay Chosen, for coming in. Thank you very much. Devon, you already know, my brother. We're going to talk. And salute to the family in the chat. Thank all you guys for coming in tonight on the recap for us. Tell a friend to tell a friend. We up in the building. We'll be here tomorrow with the pre-game flame. and we'll be here, man. Let's get it.
Yeah, real talk. Hopefully we go out there and have a good game tomorrow, man. I'm excited. I can't wait till the pregame get here. We just go in there and have some fun with it, man. But to everybody in the chat, man, we appreciate y'all coming in always. Y'all already know, man. And without y'all, ain't no Knicks Real Talk. So we appreciate everybody here, man, with your thoughts and their ideas and all that good stuff. But let's get it, man. Let's get it tomorrow. Let's go ahead. Friday night Knicks. We on our New York Knicks shit over here. We on our Knicks shit. You know how we get down. It's Friday night Knicks on MSG, front row seat, doing it just to get there. We got the OKC, and it's a real Friday night Knicks. They on the MSG. Right, we doing it just to get there tomorrow, man. And it's gonna be a fun one, ladies and gentlemen. It's gonna be a revenge game, the big payback. We need to get back. I want some get back. Let's see how it goes tomorrow, man. And as we continue to keep winning games and trying to get better as we go on every day. It's all about the marathon, not the sprint. You learn from your mistakes, get better every time you play, and that's what the Knicks is trying to do. Just get better every game. Win or lose, you're trying to get better and build good habits and make your team a little bit more potent as you learn from your mistakes. And that's what we've been doing. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, we haven't been in no peak and valley season. We won 9 games in a row. Real quick, I just want to get this out there. We won 9 games in a row, and then obviously, we took a lull in the action. We lost 3 games in a row because it's the NBA. Shit happens. You know what I mean? And we, it didn't happen. And like a lot of other teams have done it as well. And Magic, before they beat us, Shot Powers, they lost 3 in a row. You know what I mean? And I'm quite sure you can look on. You look in the win the loss column in the conference. You'll see teams who lose 3 or 4 games in a row. Before Atlanta just lost 3 or 4 games in a row. It's called basketball. It's called peaks and valleys. It's called you're not going to be perfect every night, and you're going to have off nights. That's just the way life goes. So let's see how it goes, man. Let's get it tomorrow, man. We're going to get this thing popping, man. I'm excited about Shot Powers, Jay Chosen, to everybody in the chat. Let's go, Knicks. Yeah, man, we'll see y'all tomorrow, man. Real talk, man. Y'all enjoy the rest of the night. Peace to everybody in the chat, man. We'll see y'all, man. We out, man. Peace.
Peace.
We about to hit you with the recap like Aaron Judge with a bat because we touching on facts. And plus we up in these hats. It's Knicks Real Talk, we cut from a different cloth. We cook a Knick broth with a different sauce. We bubble like a hot pot in the kitchen. We dripping on the surface, spitting verses with these bars and b-ball. Cause no matter how far the stars, we see all like a telescope. You can tell it's dope by the way we unveil these news and notes. Check the box score, a top score, knocking down shots. Plus we got a lock for 48 minutes, putting on the clinic. The Cat Lieutenant, they entered the winner. The game is over. We trooping in our tempos like soldiers and train the planes and Range Rover. I'm getting up and over the list. We on the BQE and we maneuvering swift. Say Tokyo, but we can drift. Cause the pokey be on the low, so our flow had to shift. We about to be out in a few. No doubt next time we see you to be on a game preview. It's Knicks Real Talk and we a vibe. We get it popping every day and every night. We on that Knicks shit and we about to vibe. So let's ride. So let's ride. It's Knicks Real Talk and we a vibe. We get it popping every day and every night. We on that Knicks shit and we about to vibe. So let's ride. So let's ride.